Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and something a little bit different today, and I am a little bit behind, but it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, which is RaceRoom. RaceRoom is a great title. It's been around since about 2012 now, so it is getting old, but there's been a massive update, and sadly, due to work and other things, which some of you might know about, I've missed it all. But finally, I've got myself onto RaceRoom, and I've decided let's have a look at doing a super touring race. Now, super tours, and in fact all of the multiplayer races, are pretty easy to get into, and Online Racing Pack gets you all the cars and all the tracks that you need to be able to go and start multiplayer racing, which is what I've done with this. It doesn't give you everything, but it gives you some of it. All right, so let's get straight into it. We're going to go super touring for a laugh, 2:15, which is in about 45 minutes. That'll give you some time, some practice. There's nobody signed up for it yet. So let's select a car. I can have a Volvo because I haven't got the others, but the others exist. I haven't bought those yet, but let's give the Volvo a go anyway. Let's register. I'm registered. I don't have a lap time yet. So the way this works with qualifying is that you go out on your own and you qualify at some point, and there you are. So let's give it a go. Okay, I'm the only one here. It's fixed setup, so we'll just get on with it. I don't like this. I don't like when they do this rolling start bit at the beginning. I like the look. Got a lot of dashboard though. Might have to change that. So I've never driven the super tour around here, so I've got no idea what sort of times I'm looking at, or what's good and what's not. Lock up. Oh, it's that version. It was fun. Now I'm going, really, isn't it? So it's a short track. I did not change that down at first thing. Still trying to work out what gear I need to be in where. Now it says fast chicane. I don't know how fast at the moment. Oh, that fast. Okay. So what have we got for a first time? 36.0. I would love a Delta on here. Ah, it's on my dash. 1.2 down. So I've got no clue what's a fast time around here and what's not. But we're 2 seconds up on where we were. 260, I think 261 is my ranking overall. Missed that completely. This should make us a little bit faster. .182, still slow. Gone in wide there. Don't want to go wide off there. We're nearly a second up. Let's see if we can get some more time going through that chicane. We're taking another second off the time. .123. So, 123rd, I'm going to see where that puts us for the race. Let's see what happens. Right, I'm quite excited for this. Join server, let's join. We're going to take Rickard Rydell's car, just because. Just because. I've got a bit of a soft spot for the Volvos. Saying that, it's the only car I can drive. Because it's the only one that I've got. But the reason I've got a soft spot is I remember when the 850 was launched, the first race weekend at Thruxton, the British Touring Cars, back in whatever year it was, I can't remember now. I don't need to change anything, because it is what it is. I don't know how to get this thing off the line. No clue. Race starts. 40 seconds. Can you see the steering wheel? I can just feel it running, but give it a little rev. Oh no, it won't let me rev anything until I've got this. I'm going to keep my hands off that. Shake me to death. Right, let's see what turn one brings us at the Nürburgring. So position 12, I don't know if that's where I qualified or if that's because a lot of people didn't qualify. I know the top guys are 2 or 3 seconds quicker than me. So I'd like to get into a nice little battle, to be fair. Okay, so I haven't got auto clutch and I've just got a jump start. That wasn't brilliant, was it? I've got a drive through. So I need to try and get the drive through. I'll try and stay with these guys. I'm going to take it early. It's only a 15-minute race, so we're not going to get anywhere with this. Okay, so I found a pit lane limiter. We are going to be last here. We're going to be very last. So now it's time to try and battle through it. We're 18th out of 20. Right, let's try and get in some battles, shall we? We are reeling in the guy in front. Need to work out how this clutch works. Right, let's see if we can get past this guy. Quite like how this drives, you know. We got one. We've overtaken someone. Can we get another one? .9 up. Got into the concrete there. Moves around nicely. Can feel the back rotating, which is nice, but not too far. So yeah, podium or a top 10, out of the question here. Oh. And you can really feel the torque steer and the understeer coming through. And the lockups. Right, we might have a bit of a battle coming up ahead here. If we can get involved. Without doing that. Got a few people up ahead who bought different content. Got the Audi, I think there's a Honda there. They've both gone wide. We got one of them. Ruined our lap time, but hey. 15th. .14th. More by luck than judgment. This lap will not count. Still getting used to how this drives. Try not to go too wide. I think that's the Audi I was following in practice. There's only 4 minutes of the race left. Don't think I'm going to get in the top 10 here. So I keep getting cuts in certain places. The track limits are not very forgiving. Went the wrong way. I'm up to 11th. Up to 10th. Oh, I see. So if you go wide, you've got a certain amount of time to give back the time gain. Before you get a penalty. We're up to 10th. So this is my first RaceRoom race. I think we got one lap left, maybe two. I've got to say, this handles really well. not worried about the times. Just trying to get a decent bit of racing in. Right, so this is the last lap. I quite enjoyed that. I did enjoy it. Ninth. We got a ninth. Not sure how we got ninth. Okay, so that was warts and all. I completely forgot to map my clutch when I went into the game. Anyway, beside the point, I wanted to show you a little bit of action. I've done a couple of races since then. One where I came 6th and another one where I came 2nd, but they weren't as interesting as that one. What do I think of RaceRoom? I love the gameplay. I love the graphics. They're a lot better than they used to be. The update has done really well, to be fair. Force feedback is pretty good. You can feel what the car's doing, which I like. Some people have criticised it. I'm not one of those. When it comes down to it, the game's free. It comes back to 2012. The content is €30 to race all of those races online. And all right, you don't get all of the cars, but just because you don't have all the cars, you can still race. So if you want to go and buy the other Super Tourers and try something different, you can. That's a base to get you started. And what I've seen so far, I really like. And you can race all day. I literally went from one Super Touring race straight to the next one, straight to the next one. I could have done MX-5s, I could have done GT3s, I could have done F4s. There's other races going on as well, lots of different tracks to play with. I'm not going to bore you with all of that for the simple fact that there's loads of other videos doing it. The one thing I keep coming back to is the netcode is really good. What I mean by that is if you nudge a car, it doesn't necessarily send them spinning off the track, and consequently if you get hit, also you don't necessarily go off the track. It's a little bit more realistic compared to most of the sims that are out there. So overall, I actually think it's really worthwhile. I'm going to be doing a lot of this now, I think, just because there's lots of people online. And also the racing seems to be quite clean. And I think that's because two reasons. One, I had crew chief on, but you didn't really hear anything. So I'm not even sure if it works. And two, there's no radar. So you can't just shut the door. You actually have to be aware of where cars are, which is good. I like that. So overall, RaceRoom, well done. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know a lot of it was repeated from what you've seen over the last couple of weeks from other people, but that was my take on it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on track.